Welcome to Cinematic Literary Tales.
A young woman stands beside a quiet English road, watching the wind move through the trees. Why does the silence feel like a warning? She can hear the distant sounds of the countryside, but her mind is somewhere far beyond it. Something is changing. She feels it in the silence between two sisters, in the questions they are afraid to ask, and in the strange, restless hunger that neither of them can explain. Behind them lies a world of respectable houses, social expectations, marriage, and duty. But ahead of them is something uncertain, something dangerous, something that might finally make them feel alive. This is the story of two sisters, Ursula and Gudrun Brangwen, two women who want love, but who also want something more difficult: freedom. In the industrial countryside of England, two sisters sit together and talk about marriage. Ursula is a teacher, thoughtful, sensitive, and deeply suspicious of the life society has prepared for women. Gudrun is an artist, independent, intelligent, and unwilling to pretend that ordinary happiness is enough for her. They speak openly about the future.
Do you want to get married?
Gudrun asks. Ursula hesitates.
Perhaps, but I don't want to become simply somebody's wife. Neither do I.
For both sisters, marriage has become a question rather than an answer. They have watched other women surrender themselves to comfortable lives. They have seen love become possession, and neither wants to repeat the pattern. But then two men enter their lives. Rupert Birkin is an intellectual, a school inspector, a man who thinks deeply about civilization, relationships, and the future of humanity. Gerald Crick is the powerful son of a wealthy industrial family, confident, successful, and accustomed to controlling the world around him. The four begin to meet, and almost immediately something complicated forms between them. Ursula is drawn toward Birkin. Gudrun is drawn toward Gerald. At first, everything seems almost effortless. The women imagine that perhaps they have finally found men who can understand them. But underneath the attraction, something more dangerous is already beginning. Birkin does not want an ordinary marriage. He wants a relationship in which two people remain completely themselves.
I don't want to possess you. I want you to be free.
And if freedom means I choose someone else?
Birkin is silent, because love sounds beautiful when it is spoken as an idea, but living it is something else entirely. Meanwhile, Gerald becomes fascinated by Gudrun. He admires her intelligence, her beauty, her independence. But beneath his admiration lies a desire to control. Gudrun senses it. She knows that Gerald wants her, but she also wonders whether he truly sees her. The four friends continue to meet, talk, argue, laugh, and challenge one another. Their conversations become increasingly intense. Love is no longer simply romance. It becomes a battle between two visions of human life. Should people belong to one another, or should they remain completely free? Can two people love each other without destroying each other's independence? No one knows the answer. And soon, the question will become painfully personal. Ursula and Birkin grow closer. There is tenderness between them, but also conflict. Birkin believes the modern world has become empty. Machines are growing more powerful. Industries are expanding. People are becoming richer, faster, more efficient, and yet, somehow, less alive. He wants something deeper, something beyond money, beyond social respectability, beyond even conventional love.
I want a relationship where neither of us disappears. I want you beside me, but never beneath me.
Then love me, not as an idea, as a woman.
Birkin reaches toward her. For a moment, their differences disappear. But Gudrun and Gerald are moving in another direction. Gerald takes Gudrun into his world of wealth, industry and power. She visits his family home and sees the enormous world his father built. Factories, workers, money, authority. Everything appears solid. But Gudrun sees something beneath the surface, a strange emptiness. Gerald has inherited power, but he does not know what to do with his own soul. His father is aging. His family expects him to take control, and Gerald has been trained to dominate rather than understand. Gudrun becomes both fascinated and frightened by him. She loves his strength, but she fears what that strength might become.
You want to control everything.
And you want to control me.
No. I want you to understand me.
Gerald laughs bitterly.
Perhaps you don't understand yourself.
The words wound her, because somewhere inside, she fears he may be right. Their relationship becomes increasingly intense. Attraction turns into jealousy. Tenderness becomes hostility. Love begins to resemble a struggle for power. Meanwhile, Ursula and Birkin face their own difficulties. Birkin wants Ursula to accept a form of love that does not depend upon possession. Ursula wants emotional certainty. They love each other, but they cannot always speak the same language.
You want too much freedom.
And you want too much certainty.
Perhaps people cannot have both.
Perhaps that is why they are so unhappy.
The two couples travel together to Europe, hoping the distance from England will free them from the pressures surrounding them. They arrive in the Alps. The mountains are enormous, cold, beautiful, almost unreal.